Hello guys and welcome to my Quillshot guide. Today we are focusing on some quick tips on the gear in the first part of the game Dauntless from Phoenix Labs. As you can see, I have upgraded my defender set to its full potential, with the aspects supplied and ether. Both are pretty strong in the early game, since the standard gear from your tutorial, which can be upgraded of course, doesn't actually apply any aspects whatsoever. So as I mentioned earlier in the beginner guide series, it's pretty worth farming the set before trying to clear content, or just even basically farm the set while doing that. In that regards, just farm the RN behemoths of your course and your choice of course, and you will be set for further ado. But well, what do these aspects actually do? Supplied aspect increases your healing of all sources, while the other aspect actually procs or gets you more lantern charge off. No matter which lantern you're wearing, the charges you can gain usually will be increased by 20%. And that's that. But yeah, today we're looking on the Quillshot. As you can see, he is a pretty spiky little animal. Yeah, basically his idea is to constantly poke with his spikes or follow around with his slam and claw attacks. As you might have noticed, his spikes will be able to hit you in two different ways. Mainly, he will try to hit you personally by focusing one of your group's target, or maybe only you if it's just one by yourself doing solo hunts. And this is the second one, where he actually does, like, you know, the back of a cat, trying to hit everything around him, basically defending his feet from you while you are hitting it. And the other attack, as I mentioned, is kind of focused on someone he has taken a focus target on. The other thing would be like his spikes. In this regard, the tail and the face is actually pretty safe to say. Of course, any chainblade players will have to dodge this primarily with leaving combat, since you can't actually Q those things because you have no hitbox. But all the other two-handed weapons, of course, you can simply dodge it by rolling and using your iframe for it. Maybe it's safe to say, if you want to fight him with a two-handed weapon, of course it's pretty good to focus his head, his tail or his stomach, basically his body, right between his legs, since it allows you enough time to react and gives you enough space to actually dodge his attacks, because they changed how the dodge abilities work on these weapons, so it's pretty safe to say that this is the way to go. And of course, the weakest spot of him are his two big things in his face. Sorry if my Sim English doesn't know what the name is, but it's basically this thing I just broke. And yeah, that's basically the weakest part of him, which you can't break, so to interrupt his whatever stage of the fight he is. As you now can see, his enrage is kind of tricky, since he's only trying to really trying to hit you with his spikes one at a time. And this also will be happening in a group where, like, with 4 people, he will also try to hit all 4 of you with this attack. And it will be even worse if you're getting closer to the end game, since there will be upgrades to this behemoth, especially behemoth, where those spikes will definitely hit you 1 or twice each fight he's trying to hit you with him. And yeah, that's the basic idea behind this behemoth, in my opinion. Of course, you can try to trigger his attacks in certain ways. Of course, his tail and head moves will depend on where are you standing while fighting him. But it's, as I mentioned, it's safe to say head is for the two-handed weapons, and the legs on his backside are for like the chain players, since those guys actually have to pull their special attacks on a hitbox of the behemoth, and it may or may not be able to back out while you are standing on his head, where you, for example, have to be in between his arms, his legs, and his head to actually be able to trigger your special move with the shiny blades. So it's, in my opinion, kind of safer, you know, just to stand where there is actually something to grab on or to dodge away. And yeah, that's basically my little guide to this behemoth. I'm pretty sure we will meet again for the next Quillshot guide, since there will be more to say and more to show. And showing you more tricks, guys, it's all I'm here to do. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again. Till then, guys, bye bye.